Hi everyone. So I wanted to talk this way. So it looks like I'm kind of upside down and not upside down because I'm going to talk to you a little bit about the retrogrades. So I did a little live, that's my big challenge, and I did it kind of backwards and something that I normally wouldn't do. Because once upon a time when I first was asked to do lives, I did them and people laughed. They thought it was funny. Well, I thought it was funny too, but something inside of me didn't think it was so funny. So what happened is I shut down. And I shut down because it reminded me of once upon a time when I really wanted to sing. I was a little person and I was belting out all these songs. And the people that were with me turned around in the car and told me to shut up. And I did. I never sang again. Not for years and years. Well, I sang to myself. So it's one of those things where you hear those stories of like somebody told you to do something. It was the opposite of who you really were. And then you listened and then you stopped doing it. And that's what I'm going to challenge you this time in the Mercury Retrograde, which is going to be here. It's going to be here from yesterday, which was October 15th, clear through the 3rd of November. Now, I think this is amazing because we have Mars in retrograde still, which is our warring planet. We have Saturn, which is ruling our bones and our karma. So we really get to stand up and face our karma. So all those little things that you normally wouldn't have done, let's do them. Now, I'm not talking about, running naked in the road unless that's something you really want to do. But I'm talking about go out and sing. No, I'm not going to be singing here. I will be doing a few things that I normally wouldn't be doing though. And possibly some of those are admitting and becoming very, very strong and standing in what I feel is my power that I've had a long time, gifts from spirit. And I've kind of stood in my power for years. I'm always helping people. I'm living my path very, very passionately, but I'm leveling up. I'm leveling up because what I found is when I told my story in my group that I was in a couple of weeks ago, I hadn't ever told that particular story ever. Not to anybody I've told my therapists, because we rediscovered it, or I told my medicine people when I was doing it. It was very, very private. But to actually tell a group of people the story that I have, my backstory, no, never. I just felt like it was too intense. Nobody could relate because we have to have our relatable story now. And it took a lot for me. In fact, I was sweating. I was sweating. And I told it. And what it did was it freed me. It did. That thing of the truth shall make you free. And I don't know that I'm going to run around and tell that story. It really is not that relatable. But it was intense and it gave me the courage to allow myself to receive more power. More power because I opened myself up to it. And I've noticed even more of a difference. I leveled myself up. So I will be rising above what I felt that was not something people really needed to hear or the universe needed to hear. I was really hiding some of my power under a bushel, like they say. I was hiding it. I do want to reach a tremendous amount of people, and how could I when I was hiding a certain piece under there, because I really felt like no one would want to hear what I had to say. But it really is not about what others want to hear you say. It's what you need to say to get out there so that everything is exposed. Yeah, that was pretty intense. So I challenge you to do that. I also want you guys to go out. We've been in our group going through different things that Mother Gaia is teaching. I'd like you to get a rock. We got a rock over this weekend. It was amazing. Spontaneously went to a friend's we had a beautiful day because I wanted to get a rock and I didn't want to walk it alone. I didn't want to do it. So I just grabbed this person that's a very dear person to me, and up we went to the mountain, to the top of the mountain. Now, how is that, and what is that for a beautiful metaphor? Literally to the top. So for those of you that have viewed that on my Insta or Facebook, you got to see all those beautiful pictures of Utah and how beautiful it is. And an itty bitty snowman that was about this big that we found at the top of the mountain, somebody else had made and left it there. I could not resist but take a picture of that. So why am I talking today? Because I want you guys to utilize the energies of the retrograde. Do I need to do candles? Do I need to not make decisions? Do I need to do this? All the things that we normally do in retrogrades, we're not doing it. That is the gift that we're going to do. We're going to tell the truth. We're going to out ourselves. We're going to say what we know instead of holding back. Because people are going to come at us, and the things that we thought, oh my gosh, I better not say anything because if I do, it's going to cause all these issues. Nope, we're going to say it. And as the veil gets thinner over this month, you're going to feel pushed along by your ancestors or pushed along by people, your guides and angels that are going to want you to do that. So I usually get a head start about 3 or 4 weeks ahead of what's coming, and doing a few channelings for people. I realize, ooh, this is going to be an amazing time, especially during All Hallows Eve. Now I'll be talking to you more about that, because the way that we are doing All Hallows Eve has nothing really to do with the essence and the beauty of that veil coming apart so we can be very close. But there's a guy down here, he's going to be starting his lawnmower. So I think I'm going to stop for now. I hope you enjoyed this, and I'll speak to you soon. Get ready for the retrogrades. Take care.